Always good sets here today. Nubris looking to win a tournament after some, close calls, but not tournament-winning results yet. And SG-1 looking to get it going as well. Winning across region is always something to, a nice little feather in your cap.
Yeah, I mean, I might be forgetting something, but I think you're right. I think this would be the first major weekly that Nubris has actually won. They've gotten close in the past, but one thing or another has gone in their way.
Yeah.
I might be wrong on that. I'll have to double check.
I feel that that's right, too. Yeah, I think they lost one not too long ago that they should have won. Maybe I'm thinking of maybe Rogue yesterday. I don't know. Very similar, but I think this would be Nubris' first weekly win. Maybe we can get our admin to check. He's pretty good at things like that. So, but we are heading into it right now.
And the chat is trolling, by the way. They're saying microphone muted. You are not muted. Just so you know, before you go, hey, I think I might be muted. No, the chat is evil. The chat is full of lies.
So mean. This hive mind, man, it's been working against us. All we want to do is bring you fun Overwatch. You're so mean to us. So on defense, though, it is going to be Seta running that Lucio. Mercy is going to be played by Lizay. Mafu, defensive. All right, actually, we might need a remake, so just hold off on that as Vonathil is having some issues. Vonathil has left the game. Not like this.
Meanwhile, SG-1 is saying, are you serious right now? Zappis has work.
Oh, I think he's already back in.
All right, he's getting back in. We're not gonna have to wait long.
Yeah, already back. All right.
Now entering.
So that didn't take too long.
Okay, so everything remains that we've said. Also still in play. And actually, Chad has a valid point that it's about 5 a.m. in EU. Zappos might have to go to work.
Well, no, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, what a long day.
Well, but you already said that. He has to go in 90 minutes.
Well, I know he has to go, but where does he have to go?
It's work. Oh. Yeah, they said it's work in chat. So that's the issue that he has right now.
That's unfortunate for him. I'm going to go to bed after this. Anyway, Zappos.
I mean, I guess it's not that early. I was going to say this early, and then I looked at it, I was like, I guess it is 9:50 our time.
Yeah. Well, we have to cast ESL tomorrow, too.
I know.
And then we have another tournament tomorrow night.
Your training, and we'll get this just
yeah, tomorrow is actually a really full day because we're casting ESL qualifiers here, then we're casting the Beat Invitational.
Yeah, so...
long days, long days.
Yeah, anyway, well, we still have this set tonight. I'm actually really looking forward to it because I want to see what Nubris can pull out here. Now, on defense, it is going to be SG-1 first. Zappis, the man who is on a clock, is going to have to play Soldier 76. He's going to be trying to hit those headshots, make the game go quicker. Himsy will be on the defensive Reaper, Mafu on Pharaoh, Lizay on Mercy, Seta on the Lucio, and Fraggy, of course, on Reinhardt.
Pray for Hex, he is dying. Take a look here at the Nubris side of things. Nubris, by the way, does have a one-game edge. They came in from winner's bracket. It's going to be Vonathil here on the Lucio. Cool, Matt. We never see Matt on Hanzo. This would be interesting, but we'll hold off. Custa going to be on the Mercy. Stoop on the Reinhardt. IDDQD on... See, they can't be going both Widow and Hanzo.
Sure they can.
No, they're not. Cool, Matt's going Warlock. That makes a little bit more sense. IDDQD will be on the offensive Widow, though. Bud is going to be on the Ferris, so... Here. As Bud's going for the big knockback. Reinhardt out of sword. Oh no, the teamwork! The knockback into the hook! Oh my goodness. And people complain about the lack of teamwork. That was beautiful coming out here from the side. Nubris, they're going in. Bud's looking for the double midair. Mafu going to go down.
Look at IDDQDs on top of this statue.
I don't think Come Data approves of this right now. His statue being used for this purpose. Widowmaker is who killed him, but IDDQD is who's killing SG-1 right now as he gets the double kill. Oh my goodness. Big attack coming in from Nubris, big result. I gotta say, that teamwork on the knockback and the hook is great. It's beautiful stuff.
I mean, we're redefining the lore right now as Widowmaker on top of the statue, just murking people. IDDQD is one of the best hit scan players on the planet. Does not matter what kind of bullets his gun fires. Just amazing play out of him. On the offensive Widow, probably the first time we've seen that in a very long time on Kings Row. Generally, Hanzo's been taking that role lately.
Yep, IDDQD going back right now, and this is where an offense, even though they want to be even more aggressive and keep things rolling, they have to go back to the cart. They can't be anything too crazy in terms of being way too aggressive, so they're going to sit here on the cart. They're going to go with it. SG-1, they are going to try and defend here right away. Cool Matt, though, takes out Zappos immediately. Mafu in the back looking for anything, but while this is happening, Cool Matt and IDDQD are ripping apart his team.
Yeah, force out that really early res, and then afterwards they just wipe it up.
Oh my goodness, the kill feed is bleeding red at the moment. Everything going in their favor. Decent attempt by Muff in the back line, just does not work out. And Nubris, they are setting an absolutely crazy fast time right now in Kings Row.
Yeah, and they're absolutely fine to be up here in poke because they have infrared sight. Buds knows exactly where they are, which is why he's just pre-firing these rockets, hoping they're going to get some work done. They're going to get this nearly for free. Defense has to come in and contest this.
Soundbearer now coming out here from Buds, moving in over the top. Cool Matt takes out Mafu. Again, Nubris just being relentless in what they're doing. It's been a gem of a game from both Cool Matt and IDDQD. Vonethil able to take out Fraggy, and the defense, they have to get to a point. They don't want to give up this point for free. Soundbearer comes up. This is going to give him a little bit of extra muscle, and let's look at Himsy. He has been the man of the hour. Does he have it in him again? He's not able to get to the top, which is a problem because Buds has really good positioning on him. So he has to stay here on the point. Does get the death blossom though, making it a triple kill. Custa goes down. Himsy, why are you so good tonight? As IDDQD, the last one remaining on his team, not what you want to be as a widow. Time to escape. Get to the chopper.
I think he's going to switch, because would be the only reason he comes back in there. He's probably going to come up on a McCree or a Reaper of his own. Really nice hold there. I mean, Himsy did absolutely carry that, but it's really nice play by Lizzie. They started that fight without a resurrection. He was able to get it partway through, bringing them all up. Very patient on it as well, so good teamwork there coming out for SG-1 to hold that after a just absolutely terrible first couple minutes.
A lot of it came down to Himsy. I gotta say, like, Himsy, we've always been kind of impressed by him, but he's been having himself a truly evolutionary day. He's been doing super well. We do have the Justice rating right now from Buds, not quite able to get what he's looking for. 5v5 right now between both teams. A Cool Matt able to get the pick he's looking for, sets up Vonethil. Earthsharer, though, coming in from Fraggy. Just doesn't have enough fall through. He will send Cool Matt on a long ride, though. Wait, he's gonna live. He takes a breather in his face. All right, then.
All right, so they're in a really aggressive position here as IDDQD is set up over the top on his Reaper. Nowhere near a Death Blossom, though, so not really that big of a threat. Buds is just getting these damage boosted rockets in as poke.
All right, so the offense moving forward. And Matt, he's been great at getting the pickoffs that Nubris needs right now. The big reasons why the mill pushes forward. IDDQD, of course, no one on the Widow is on the Reaper. Not getting the pick there that time, though. Reaper able to give him a slight juke maneuver. Defense trying its best to reestablish. Offense has a lot of firepower here. Stoop, though, not able to get the Earth Shatter. The beat is dropped. IDDQD is in the backfield, and IDDQD picking up the double kill once again. Cool Matt coming in from the front. And this is brutal. Bud's going to pile on from the air. The res does come up here from defense. They're in terrible positioning as Cool Matt is just turning the crank. Lucio getting hit by every shot this whole hog. Goodbye, Lucio.
4:15 on the clock.
Reinhardt went back to his own plan. Not like this.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
So, pretty quick time being set there by the side of Nubris.
4:15 left on the clock, so 4:45 will be the time they have to beat. We have to do math now as it doesn't show us the actual completion time anymore. Just new.
I was too busy watching Reinhardt fall to his death. Yeah. Look at the time at the. I chased it down with the camera. Priorities.
I had it. 4:15 remaining, so I think the map time overall is 9 minutes. So yeah. 4:45.
Can I get out of the Kings Row map? I've been doing this in other maps here. Is there a way out of this hole? I'm going where no caster has gone before. No. There's got to be a way out of this hole. Come on, man. Meanwhile, this is where Twitch chat fills with camera going, what are you doing? Well, trying to find a way out, but clearly doesn't seem to be. All right, well, teams are going to be switching sides. 4:45 will be the time to beat going forward. I'm looking here at the defenses. Going to be coming out here from the Nubris side. It will be Custa on the Mercy, Coolmat 69 on the Roadhog, Vonethil on the Symmetra, IDDQD on the 76. Bud's going to be on the Junkrat and Stoop on Reinhardt. Nubris scores one of the few teams that still remains on the Junkrat defense, and I like it.
Junkrat Symmetra. I mean, chat's gonna hate me saying this, but it's a little bit of an old school style. We haven't seen this for probably 2 months now. Has been definitely not both of them. Junkrat probably stuck around a little longer than Sim did, but this is definitely a signature style from Nubris. They're the only North American, or the only halfway European team running Symmetra, at least. Symmetra's still in the North American meta, but they've been running it all night. On offense, Fraggy and Himsy are going to play a couple tanks. That's going to be Zarya and Roadhog. Mafu will take to the skies as Pharah. Zappis on offensive, Reaper, Lizay, and Seta supporting on Mercy and Lucio.
Well, the timer has started. The gates are open. And now SG-1 is on the clock. Remember, they're already down a game because they came from losers, so they don't want to lose King's Row, but given the time that was just set, they might not have much of a choice. They have to move pretty darn quickly here. Every fight needs to go in their way just about. Looking for positioning, but again, they don't have the luxury of just waiting back.
Yeah, they need to win this first or second push because Vonethil's been so good at getting a teleporter up, and it just makes everything that much harder. I mean, it's a second resurrection in spurts. You don't have to burn a resurrection if you only lose 1 or 2.
So SG-1 slowly moving forward. The Reinhardt shield about to be cracked. Zarya fully charged up, only at 100 HP, but will melt Roadhog's face right off. Down goes Coolmat. Zappis getting the extra kill on top. Let's take a look at Himsy right now. Himsy is on the Roadhog in the back. Does he have Symmetra Orb? Runs the buds. Fire in the hole. Here comes the tire. Not the most valued tire. That tire was very confused as to where it wanted to go.
All it did was give Zarya a huge charge right there. They did take down the teleporter.
He's coming out here with the tactical advisor for the defense. He's going to pick up 2 off of that, clean up the stragglers, and it was a little bit rough there. It was a decent attack, but Nubris will hold on, and that spells all sorts of trouble right now for SG-1 in terms of actually beating this time.
Well, full reset, but that teleporter did go down in the back lines, though, so they are going to have a lot of ultimates to work with and not have to worry about that teleporter, as Vonethil knows that he's just not going to have any luck getting it down. Seta's still in this back line here. How did he... Wow, he's dead. They're going to fight this 5v6 if they're going to fight it at all.
Yeah, I don't really know what Seta was doing there. Again, it's been a game where people have getting lost. First Tires, now Lucio's. Look, it's King's Row. It's not that confusing.
They're going to wait because he's going to get back here quick. He is Lucio, and he has Soundbearer. I think as soon as he gets up here, they're going to go in.
They're going to Soundbearer and look for the Death Blossom right after. They force out that with... But the Graviton is in. 3 people hooked in from the Graviton. They don't get the follow-up that they're looking for. Coolmat is still alive here in the back. Was able to take out Zappis. Under assault from Himsy will go down. Not the worst from SG-1. It's a bloody fight. They could still turn their favor. IDDQD going crazy with the attack visor, but another res coming out here from Custa will bring those defensive heroes right back into his. Coolmat lands a big hook, but he's the last one up. Roadhog versus Roadhog about to be underway, and Himsy gonna win it. Look, the other Roadhog was taking him. Have to do that. A little bit of rudeness.
All right, so that is, they're going to give up this first point as the spawns are just too late for them to try reinforce this. They do have 2 minutes remaining to finish out the map, a little over 2 minutes, but there's a long way to push the cards, and they are kind of limited just on the fact that they have to stay on the cart and get that payload moving as fast as possible, keep 2 to 3x on it at all times, because they have a long way to go. I think this is going to actually be Nubris trying to initiate a fight. They know if they can initiate and stall out and even just trade evenly, they're going to be in a good spot to win this map.
Well, that is exactly what they're going to be looking for. And look at Zappis right now. He is creeping to the side. Death Blossom, a good way of actually keeping momentum up here for SG-1. The time is very, very tight for them at the moment. Himsy looking for the hook, not able to land it. I think it really does come down to Zappis, though. If Zappis can somehow get a big Earth Shatter here, it'd be huge. He's going to the back line. He's looking for Mercy. Will he get it? Custa fighting for his life with the pistol. Will go down. 4 kills now for SG-1. Matt's in the back still trying to do a little bit of work. One big problem, though, Lizay died. They will not have a res. Oh my goodness, Coolmat able to take that fight right in the back. Looking for Mafu. Mafu takes him out in the end, but...
I mean, the card is moving. I mean, you can fight all you want all back, but it doesn't do anything. Himsy's up front with this whole hog. He's going to create so much space for him. Soundbearer does come down, though. They might try to bring this back on the defense.
Here comes a barrage in over the top from Buds, able to take out Mafu right away. Himsy right now coming at the hook.
My ultimate is ready.
Buds now looking for a few more rockets here over the top. Here comes the barrage from the defense. Gets 1, looking for 2. Zappis has to enter Wraith form to get out of it, but Stoop, the fall through of Shatter, knocks down 3. and Nubris will be winning this team fight.
They're probably winning the map off of that too, as that's 40 seconds left to finish out the entire map. They are going to call GG. They are moving quickly.
Yep.
The SG-1 is happy that they have lobby lead, as they can just bump us right back to lobby. They're one game away as Nubris from winning this tournament, as they entered this final set with a one-game lead from winning the winner's bracket. Since it is SG-1's map pick, they are running the lobby. They put us on Hollywood. I imagine that's where we're going to next.
Yep, Hollywood will be the next map. I don't think they really want to go to Hanamura here, even though they would have to go to Hanamura if they wanted to win the series. Just, I think the way they see it, they'll cross that bridge when they come to it. If they're going to lose, they'd rather lose a little bit on the quicker side. So, letting them know that we're ready. We're going in map number 2. It is Hollywood. Nubris now on match point in our weekly.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Good old bright, shiny Hollywood. I feel like today's been a better day for variety. We haven't seen tons of Hollywood and Kings Row like we do normally.
Yeah, we'd have to look at the numbers of who does the breakdown on things like this, but I think it's probably been the day where we've seen the most variety of maps. We've been all over the place. We've been everywhere. We've seen every map today except for Ilios. And
Ilios.
And Volskaya. And
Temple of Anubis.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever cast a competitive Temple of Anubis game, to be honest.
No, you have. You've definitely cast it with me. It was in one of the EU tournaments on a different platform.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right. Oh,
we definitely watched it. I think IDD was in it. That was where we got the type that we were at Hulk is like, I actually like Temple of Anubis.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. No, I remember too. There was actually a really cool strategy where instead of a Reinhardt to do the entrance on the left, they used a Mei to wall off the first way so they could get into the left. Now I remember. Yeah, sure. Anubis was cool. All right.
Oh, looking at the defense here coming out from the side. Nubris, defense side, would like to hold point A if possible. Put the dagger in this sooner rather than later. It's going to be IDDQD on the 76, Vonethil on the Torbjorn, Custa on the Mercy, Buds on Junkrat, Stoop on the Reinhardt, and Coolmat69 going to round things out here on the Reaper.
Yeah, so no Symmetra for them, but they are still running that static defense. They do still have a builder, so they don't get the alerts in the custom lobby that you have to have a builder on your team. They're going to run Vonethil on that Torb, so interesting little switch up there. Offensively, it is going to be SG-1 running triple tanks. That's going to be Fraggy, Zappos, and Himsy on Reinhardt, Zarya, and Roadhog. Lizay and Seita will, of course, be supports in Mercy, and Lucio and Mafu is going to play Pharah.
Let's get this done.
All right, so the teams are setting up here the defense. Again, take a look at IDDQD. This is the best place to be at 76. On top of the cafe, you have to make the Pharah go in and try and take you out, but Mafu actually takes out Vonethil super early. So 65 on team for SG-1. This is a good look. See if they can capitalize. It's Himsy now, primed to look for a few pickoffs here on Roadhog.
Yeah, they're looking for the hook on IDDQD. That's what Himsy's trying to go for. He misses the hook, does not take anyone off the cafe, but Stoop on the bottom takes down Mafu, forces out this early res.
That's the problem when you don't get the 76. He just sits up here and he's laying in shot after shot, damaging whatever he wants at the moment. Budzo goes down, so SG-1 is still getting the pickups they need to get here. They are applying pressure. There will be attack visor here in just a moment, and he has him in his sights. He's blowing it right away. Throwing most of it into the shield, though, not on Seita, which is a little bit surprising. That's a Coolmat getting down and dirty on the offense as they jump down, gets a double kill. Death Blossom on the way! That is a 5K for Coolmat out of nowhere! Wow.
Yeah, that ends a fight pretty definitively. As Lizay was 4% away from getting an ultimate up and getting the resurrection to keep that fight going, Matt puts a swift end to that.
That was brutal. Matt is just like, all right, this fight ends now. Everyone knows. Oh, here comes, speaking of fight enders, here comes the tire. It's going to be coming in right over the top. Soundbear. What? The hook just got hooked. I guess that's one way to save your team. 3 kills here from SG-1 as they move in. Are they going to win this fight off of the tire hook? Was he even aiming for the tire intentionally?
It's a valid strat.
I've never seen that before in all the Overwatch I've played and watched, and I've seen a lot. And SG-1's gonna take the point.
You don't play enough Roadhog, man.
What in the world did I just watch?
I hook tires all the time. It's totally valid strat. They are gonna res on this point. The fight's not entirely over just yet.
I've got you in my sight.
Well, Tech Visor's coming in from IDDQD. They don't have this just yet. They're gonna all get Graviton though. SG-1 in a good opportunity here if they can follow it through. Mafu throws rockets into that Graviton. They get to. IDDQD though is somehow still alive here in the back. Please deal with the soldier. He's gonna get rifle butted in the face.
That's it for first. But
SG-1's gonna take this point.
I can't believe you've never seen that before. You don't play enough.
I know, it's never happened on any of our casts ever. And it's never happened in any of my pubs. It's just one of those things where...
You're playing with very selfish Roadhogs then. I usually eat the tire for my team.
That was... Himsy just grabs us like, all right, enough of this. That was a good saving play. I mean, Himsy, he's been the star for SG-1, and that play going up there.
Yeah, Himsy, the original hog, man. He was like one of the first people to really play Roadhog in competitive.
All right, well, Himsy staying on it. SG-1 moving Nubris right off of this rooftop. They are getting control over it while pushing the payload. I like this approach right now from SG-1, and oh my goodness, the hook. Widow saved by the air conditioner. Alpha right now looking for something over the top. Cool Matt though, the triple kill Death Blossom. The Res going to undo all of his work. SG-1 will be able to give him momentum, but or will it as IDDQD landing the shots he needs to land.
They also have Buds on this Widow up top. He's trying to take down Lizay. Lizay is actually able to get out, get down to the bottom here.
So, 2 kills here for SG-1. SG-1 still trying to keep the momentum going. They have 2 people on the payload as this goes on. IDDQD still here in the back, landing shot for shot. Takes out Lizay. Okay, you have to get an IDDQD. He does way too much with hit scam and no one is looking at him. That's a triple kill because no one looked at him. He donned his stealth cloak there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, we see whenever they struggle a little bit, they put IDDQD on McCree. It is his home hero. He feels most comfortable on it. It's also a really good stage for McCree as well. If he can get up top, he's going to try to take the elevator over here, get up top, and then at some point nail this Deadeye from behind.
So IDDQD right now, still pretty tempting to watch him here as he's going to be looking for a Deadeye in just a moment. Offensive SG-1 looking to reset.
Yeah, Mafu Barrage is getting nothing out of it.
MZ with the double kill. SG-1 moving it forward. Things working out pretty well for them at the moment. As Bud's countering right now with the Widow shot, takes out Mafu, but overall SG-1 able to keep pressure on right now.
Yeah, they're getting everything that they need here. Bud's just not really get much done on that Widowmaker. They are going to come in. Cool Matt tries to get in there. He gets stunned out, unable to get his Death Blossom all the way through. Gets cleaned up by Zappis.
SG-1, they're hanging in there. They do get the first kill here on the attack. Zappis now takes out Custa. There's not going to be a res. Custa was off to the side, was waiting for an opportunity to drop the res. Had his ultimate situation
on here.
Snoop, big ult coming out from him, but he's only aided here by himself. Snoop versus the world gets 2 kills, but it's not going to be enough.
We'll cap that point.
Para reporting.
So I think they doubled up a little too hard there. I don't think you needed to be running a Widowmaker and IDDQD on his McCree. That is a lot of hit scan. I think they could have used a little different hero. I'm not entirely certain what. Something to take high ground, perhaps. I mean, he's on Pharah now. Maybe Pharah would have been better earlier on there. IDDQD was doing fine picking off those distance and weakened targets, and I don't think Bud's really got much done on his Widow that round.
It's high noon.
Alrighty, well, it is high noon right now coming out from the side of the defense. App is just looking to zone things out. Gets Buds anyways, so not the worst coming out from him. SG-1 up a player as they move forward.
It's high noon.
IDDQD though returning the favor, but goes down in turn. Turns a bit of brawl here on the fight as Cool Matt right now able to take out Fraggy.
Reses on both sides. Death will be permanent after this.
Earth Shadow though hitting right now from the offense, knocks down 3 members on the defense. They don't have the follow through they're looking for. Snoop dropping his Earth Shadow as well. Very back and forth on both sides as here comes the barrage over the top. Mafu looking for more, gets a double kill, took out Custa. There will not be a res. Custa goes down and SG-1 now, they only need a little bit more to push this in. A big punch to Cool Matt right in his face.
Yeah, Lizay stayed alive during that, was able to get that res charged up super fast. Snoop's just coming out to try and get a little more time onto the cart. So they do finish it with 2:05 remaining. My math tells me that is 7:55 as the time.
0 to 3.
I did not catch the time towards the end.
2:05 remaining.
2:05. Okay, so 2:05 remaining on the clock. That would be after 9 minutes. That's
7:55. No, 6:55.
no, that's 6:55. Yeah, 6:55.
This is where we
How to math?
Any math in chat, I'm sure.
It's complete at A math right now.
Yeah,
but
also chat
655.
was totally with me. They have no idea how you've never seen someone hook a tire.
I know, I saw that. I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, I haven't seen it.
Oh, well, I mean, you're always playing Widow. You're always out of the fray. Get on the
well,
ground,
I'm
get in the
playing
fight,
Widow,
man.
Tracer, and
Get
otherwise,
in the
and
fight.
also... I don't play a whole lot of Roadhog. I certainly, never play Junkrat, so...
Roadhog's the new McCree, man. He does everything McCree does, but a little better. Except...
But that's the first time we've seen it on the cast, too. It's
that
not
is the
something
first
we've
time
seen.
we've seen a cast. I will vouch for that.
And that's a lot of Overwatch, I might. That's like 9 hours a day a lot of these days, so...
Pretty much.
Does not happen in comp very often. We'll say that.
All right, so 6:55 is the time to beat. If Nubris is able to complete the map in under 7 minutes, approximately 6 seconds under 7 minutes, they will win this map, this set, this tournament, and the bulk of the prize pool. You're, of course, watching the GosuGamers North American Weekly, number 15. Sponsored by G2A, Rockhat, OWKings.com, Soylent, and PF.GG. Thanks for sticking with us here today. It's been a long one. Make sure to follow this GosuGamers channel. We cast Overwatch more than is healthy for any two human beings, but we'll be back here tomorrow doing some ESL qualifiers. We'll be the second stream for that. And so, yeah, definitely give us that follow on the channel. We do a ton of Overwatch. I don't know exactly what else goes on this channel because it's just always Overwatch with us now lately. So if you're interested in competitive Overwatch, make sure you follow our channel here. We're getting into this perhaps the final game between Nubris and SG-1.
All right, and now Nubris on the attack. They look for the pickoff. Not able to get in the beginning. And IDDQD, he's been having himself a game. It's been super impressive what he's done. He's been playing better than I've seen him in recent times. And so is Matt. I mean, Matt's play has been great. But will they be able to get through this SG-1 defense? Will Himsy have something to say about it? Oh my goodness. Himsy from the back, looking for IDDQD. Big part of why Stoop just went down there, moving forward. Defense can be way more aggressive after that first pick.
Yeah, so, I mean, this Mercy's in a little weird position. They're going to collapse on her. She's got to get out. Custa somehow miracles his way out of there.
Just barely. At 12 HP, will go for the tempo res here, and they're just going to try and go in right away.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is the wisest idea. Zappos on the cafe will have the tac visor. Custa going to bite the dust immediately. The flanking tac visor definitely doing some work here. Gets the double kill. And they should be able to hold on here unless Buds does just some incredible amounts of work. Rez comes out here from the offense. IDDQD off on an island by himself. Gonna get taken out by Fraggy. Zappos with the double kill, and should be it here for this attack.
Yeah, they just got kind of cut in half there when they tried to get in. The early pick came off, then the Mercy was still on the right side behind the building. The defense noticed it, went after it. Like I said, it was just a miracle Custa was even able to get out of there at all. Cool Matt's coming up on this offensive tracer.
No, IDDQD going in with the Tough Blossom here. Does not get a whole lot off of it, but will take out Zappos in at the end. Barrage coming in, though, from Buds, piling on a little bit more. Gets the double kill. And looking at the defense here. Jose could have a res, but no! Stoop! The axe to the back of the head. Nubris should be able to take this.
Yeah, they're getting that as SG-1 is only going to back all the way off. They know they don't want to get bombed in on, that people can come to the spawns. They're only going to take second roof. I think if they feel a little safe, they're going to rotate it up to first roof. They want to be able to take this elevator up in safety. They will. Some switch offs immediately as IDDQD comes onto an offensive Widowmaker.
Let's keep it moving.
Great point to
This switch up
Oh
second.
my god, he gets Mafu already. I don't think Mafu was expecting that.
No, he was not.
They're
An
gonna
offense
res
Widow, IDDQD has been pretty good on it. We don't see it as often now in comp. There was a point where we'd see it all the time here on this stage, but we are seeing more and more as Mafu, after the res does come in, gets the triple kill barrage.
IDDQD kills him again. Yes, that did go better for SG-1, but that just amused me.
Yeah, Widowmaker pretty good at killing Pharahs. This is a well-known fact. So yeah, Pharahs don't really care for it. And that's part of why Pharahs have been seen way more often is that you're not always up against a Widowmaker.
Well,
but IDDQD bringing back that PTSD to Mafu, and Mafu's already gone Winston. He had enough of that. He's like, all right, I'm using my ult, I'm out.
I mean, that's how you know you've won that fight, right? Is when the Pharah changes to Winston.
I've got you in my sights.
All right, so we do have the tac visor right now coming out from the back line. Zappos looking for anything right now. We'll take out Buds in the back line. 2 kills here for the offense. They're moving in. Or to the defense, rather. They are red. Red is not always offense anymore. Old habits die hard, but they're going to push the defense or push the offense back and be able to reset here in just a moment.
Infrared sight up now for IDDQD on this Widowmaker. Is going to try to take over the game with it. It also helps his team get sight on everything. They've got this pushed really far forward, so now they don't even have to really worry about the rooftops. It's pretty smart here from SG-1. They've done this a couple times tonight of really just falling back, giving up ground. Oh my god, he just gets it right through the crack.
There's no better person to kill on SG-1 than Himsy, as Nubris now moving forward. They're setting a pretty darn good time right now. Winston gonna leap in on IDDQD at the end. The res does bring Himsy right back into the fight as he takes out Custa, so not necessarily the worst here for SG-1, but they're still certainly outnumbered, and Nubris is in the driver's seat, and with those last few kills, they should be able to take this point.
I mean, Mafu's going to stall this out with his Gorilla Trampoline here. It actually gets off it a little too long. They're going to get this point, get different spawns now. Buds takes them out at the end, and now they're kind of bleeding here. The SG-1 has been so good about not losing these fights in places they shouldn't. They're going to hold all the way back at second. They don't really like fighting in this hallway, as evidenced by earlier this evening. Just really surprising that they even gave him that small window to pick. I mean, that shield only was like 3 inches in front of the door, and IDDQD got that pick. He's going to have infrared sight up again on this Widow, and he's so far forward.
He's really far forward. Look at Buds. Buds is ready to jump right down. Soundbear comes out here from the defense. They go right into it. Budzo off the flank, looking for the Mercy. Here comes the Death Blossom. Only gets 1 kill off of that. Not the greatest Death Blossom, but still is going to be in position to lay in the left clicks right after. A little under 2 minutes remaining right now for Nubris. Timer has been updated as Buds getting the kills they need to go. And Nubris, they have 1:45 here, Hex. They can keep this going.
Yeah, IDDQD's off that Widow now. He's on to McCree. When they need something clutch, he generally goes on to McCree, similar to kind of how Cool Matt will play a Tracer if they feel they really need something big out of them. They're both pushing it onto this cart. Buds is in. He's getting it out now. It's going to be a brawl here as IDDQD's in the back line.
No, the McCree left clicks are real. He'll go down in the back. SG-1 fighting for their tournament life right now. They need to hold out for this push and one more. Resurrection does come in from Custa and Lazabe, respectively. Mercy Res are out. Cool Matt in the back line, getting the double kill. Nubris on the verge of putting this away. Stoop swings the hammer, and that is going to be it. Nubris has won with a little over a minute remaining. They are your GosuGamers Overwatch Weekly NA Cup champions.
2-3.
That pulse bomb in the back took out two. It's like Cool Matt on his Tracer is a joy to see.
Alrighty, well that was great coming out from the side. Nubris, they were able to put SG-1 away, but big props to SG-1, man. Their play today was great. They came through. They had good play yesterday as well. And really, what they've been doing has been good. They've been on the rise, and really, it was said earlier in the other channel, but please, someone sponsor them. They are really good.
They're fantastic. They're probably weighing offers at this point as they've just gotten better every week. They're putting it together. It's a roster that's kind of had to form together. They're the remnants of other rosters. They've all been on different teams. It's the remnants of old Hubris, which is why you call them Hubris. And you've got other players who've been on different squads like Buds and also IDDQD, who's been all over Europe as well. They're a mix of Europe and North America, but they're very good. They're very strong. They've been impressing the last several GosuGamers tournaments. They finally pull off that victory tonight. They won a tournament. Congratulations to Nubris being the champions.
Alrighty, so we have hit the end of our stream here tonight. Hex, you have any final sellout shoutouts? Anything you want to say before we take off here for the night?
I think I've given our sponsors enough love for tonight. You guys know what they are. G2A, Rocket, OW King, Soylent, PF.GG. Had to get that last one in there. For me personally, you can follow me on Twitter at Hexagrams. If you want to follow me on Twitch.tv, that is twitch.tv/Hexagrams. Thanks for casting me with me, ZP. The time is yours.
Well, for me, I'm going to sell it here and say that we will be back tomorrow for the ESL qualifier. Check us out here on this channel. Other than that, you follow me Twitter at TempoZP. Following your favorite casters on Twitter is a great way to show support. Definitely check it out. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to GosuGamers for putting this on. And we will be back tomorrow with more Overwatch action. We're going to leave a few replays on as we go since some people were not able to get in earlier today. If you want, check that out. But other than that, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.